Well, happy Friday. Today, we had some kind of similar movement to yesterday, a little choppy. Took two different trades, came out a little red. We're going to go and recap both those trades right now. This was done on my 2050K Apex funded account. So you can use code TBM to get started there. I do want to drop a quick reminder that we are hiring at Tradester for a DevOps engineer, either local to Austin or willing to relocate over here to work with the team. You can find out more at tradester.com/careers. We'd love for you to apply if you're interested. Let's go and dive into today's recap from the live stream on the main channel. Yo, good morning. Opening up fairly flat right at yesterday's close, actually. That's what the daily chart looks like. So we obviously cracked out a few days ago out of the little downtrend that we were in. Been ripping it so far. Honestly, what would be super interesting, don't know if it's going to happen today or not, but just a retest of that volume maybe. Kind of the down part of that trend. Retest the volume, rip out of it. That'd be pretty cool from a daily structure. We'll see though. We are opening up right at yesterday's close. As I mentioned, we're at 0.02% up on the day. We have overnight highs, just a little bit higher. Nothing crazy. We're in like 5-point increments here. Overnight highs up at 2260 or so. We got overnight lows is also in 5-point increments. Overnight lows down at 70, 75 or so, with value area high from yesterday. So right now, markets are open. Oops, it's not lit. Markets are open. Press the thumbs up button though if you want to get lit, yeah. Right now we are opening up above overnight lows, above the value area high, and right at the overnight highs, above VWAP. Pretty grindy, choppy looking stuff. We do have news coming out at 8:45. We have PMI, S&P PMI, and then manufacturing PMI at 8:45 as well. And then 9 o'clock we have existing home sales and Michigan sentiment. So both of those things are going to most likely give us a little movement. We'll see. As always, I'm waiting the first 15 minutes of the day. I do this every day. It's a personal rule. Nothing more than that. Helps me be patient as I'm starting the day out. Helps me not FOMO into a bunch of stuff right off the bat. Pick a direction wrong in the weird volatility chop that is the open usually. And then in days like today, helps me be patient right up into news, wait for news to happen, and then execute. No trades for me. Stuck at the airport with plane delays, downing a 24-ounce blue moon at 9:30 a.m. You know, Palmetto, there's no such thing as a 9:30 beer in the airport. Airports don't have time at the bar. Truly. You can have a beer at any time and it's socially acceptable at an airport. You could have a beer at 6 a.m. Totally fine. It's kosher in the airport. Well, maybe not literally kosher. I guess I just use a phrase. I don't even know if I'm allowed to use that, but it's fair game in the airport. All right, so far we are 40 points top to bottom on the session. Yesterday's IB was 60 points. If you remember, how could you forget? It was 60 points. So we have already made 2/3 of the move from yesterday in the first 3 minutes. I saw a bunch of tweets yesterday roasting people who are like, I don't like this action. And then of course they're like, but with my system, I can trade anything. And I want to be the voice of reason here to say it's okay to not like action. It seems like a hot take for some reason. Apparently it's like a hot take on Twitter to say that you don't like the action. I think it's fine. If you don't like the action, you don't like the action. Not every system it truly works through everything. So, all right, we got news dropping. Books are opened up. There it is. Books are very opened up still. You mark it in, you're getting wrecked immediately. Not thick yet. Trying to get thicker. And then just a reminder, we have news at 9 as well. That was PMI, manufacturing PMI and services PMI. And then we have Michigan sentiment and existing home sales at 9 o'clock. I am now also green lighted to trade. And we are officially at a bigger IB than yesterday. We're at 65 points instead of 60. Any Tradester update? Yeah. We're hiring a Tradester. We got more roles coming soon, but we currently have a DevOps engineer role open. Wanting it to be Austin based. We will relocate you if you are not already Austin local. But you can read about it and apply with the link here. If you are a DevOps engineer wanting to work at the most badass trading platform there is and ever will be at some point. You can go apply here and read about it at tradester.com/careers. All right, back to VWAP. I mean, it's interesting. Point of control. Delta's spazzing down here. Kind of an interesting spot, huh? Kind of an interesting spot. Magical 20s as well. This is interesting. I'm tempted to buy it here. It feels a little sketchy with it just being VWAP, but and volume. But at Magical 20s, it's interesting for sure. I kind of feel like we sweep the lows. Yeah, there we go. I'm not seeing anything yet for me. Obviously, the market's been over for 45 minutes. Just got a lot of opportunity, but I mean, liquidity is just non-existent. Like we got like a 30 block is like one of the bigger ones. Literally 38s. 38's the biggest block on the books right now. That's tough. I mean, what are y'all doing here, chat? You waiting for IB? Pretty close. Trend is technically down. Short term. I don't know why I want to fade this so bad. All right, and IB is set, chat. Prior open could be an interesting spot. Part of me thinks that we just run it at 10, but it's a cheap trade technically. So this could be kind of interesting. Even giving it to like 16, if not 13. That was weird. I don't love that. I hate when Rhythmic does that, dude. I technically got a way better fill. That was nasty. That was nasty. Nasty is the right word there. I did not enjoy that. That was a little, my heart rate is a little high. If I take the 4-point stop here, I take the 4-point stop. I feel like I'm living on a prayer right now anyways. I got filled where my stop was, essentially. Sketchy. I'm going to go and move that to break even. Make the sketchy trade a free trade. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's fine. Shouldn't really be in this trade anyways, based on how that filled out. All right. I need a moment after that one. That was weird. I did not enjoy that. I haven't really had too many of those where it like straight up like fills me wrong. I haven't on a limit order. I haven't really had too many. I don't like that. I've always heard people talk about it. Never really experienced it. Barely flushed IB, went and tagged, what, 80, 75, 78, right at value area high. It's not a bad spot, honestly. -2 standard deviation as well. That's all kind of interesting stuff. I kind of like the retest of IB, but looking at the prior high, I get filled there. We might flush it directly to IB. We'll see. But I like the idea. And we're kind of rotating. Really, I don't want to see us float IB. And I think I probably get stopped here. But yeah, I'm going to get stopped for sure. For what's 8 points, 8.5 points. Wanted the momentum to keep us going higher. Technically not stopped out yet. But it's about to happen. Stopped out. 8 points, 8.5 points. I'm down 175 on the day. 2 trades. One was a short. That was a super weird fill. And then the tried a long off of the prior high here after the nice sweep through IBL, came back up. I wanted to retest and go back into this cluster point of control for the continued barcode action. Ended up going down to IBL, excuse me. I don't like playing bounces off of IBL that much, but it didn't work out. So that's fine, is what it is. Looks like almost back to break even, but I don't really know how you have a better stop there other than just below those wicks. So that's what I did.